I think I found out that my blood pressure was all right, but I was shocked when they told me I was a little bit overweight, so I don't understand. So I guess we'll have to do something about that. Thank you once again for all the great work that you folks have done. We know that we live in a very horrible economy. We know that the economy just isn't bad in Pasco County. It's bad in the state of Florida. It's bad in the United States. It's bad in Europe. So we all suffer from an overheated market about 5 or 6 years ago, and hopefully we will be able to get through it. I am very excited about Pasco County in the next 5 years. All I can do is ask you to try to bear with us. The Board of County Commissioners has done fantastic work over the past 4 or 5 years. Our biggest economic engine that we had for 20 years was single-family home building. The Board of County Commissioners had the courage to bring in the Urban Land Institute to take a snapshot of where we're going and where we're headed. They said a lot of kind things about us, and they also told us areas that we needed improvement. Probably the biggest thing the board did was change our growth model. We no longer, even though we encourage single-family dwelling, the Board of County Commissioners has taken some of their resources and put them towards building businesses. I forget how many cars we have every day that leave Pasco County for jobs. They're on US 19. They're on I-75. They're on 41 and they're on 301, all leaving this county to go to work. So we're trying to attract businesses and give an economic incentive to these businesses. Hopefully, all those citizens that now have to drive down to Pinellas County, Hillsborough County, for an hour, hour and a half every day, will be able to resolve it. The board also decided to try to build towns, try to build communities. For years we had gated communities and we'll still have those. But my story in gated communities is we click the button, the garage door opens in the morning. We click the button, the gate opens to go out. And in the afternoon we click the button for the gate to open. We click the button for the garage door open, and guess we're in there. So that doesn't do very good for trying to build communities and trying to build a society in which people try to take care of themselves. As we know, this has been another tough budget year. The Board of County Commissioners lost $9 million in ad valorem taxes. The housing market has not stabilized. Hopefully, we keep on hoping every year that the market will stabilize. I happen to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Foreclosures are shrinking. The housing market where you can buy things seems to be a little bit more competitive. And if that starts to occur, there's a gigantic pent-up demand for home ownership. The banks have to get over the wild ride they were on for a long number of years. They've tightened up, in my opinion, a little bit tighter than what they have to. If they start loaning money, we can get our credit scores up. I think we'll be doing a lot better. Even though Pasco County still has some economic problems, the Board of County Commissioners, at their last work session, agreed to give an additional personal day for our employees to take off any time of the year. They know you work hard. And they appreciate what you do very much to try to keep our citizens happy and also present an excellent image to Pasco County for people outside. I know when I talk to people from Raymond James, which you've probably read has bought property in Wiregrass, the officials from T. Rowe Price that has bought property around Sun Lake Boulevard, and a lot of other business people that I deal with have been commenting on great things this county's doing. They comment on our transportation system, our bus system. Just in case you don't know, our buses next year, as we order, will equip with Wi-Fi. So if you want to travel from Newport Entry to Wiregrass Mall, you can work on your computer. The state of Florida also, kind of looks at local government with a little different eye. I think you ought to pay attention to the constitutional amendments that are on the ballot this year. You've got a number of constitutional amendments that are looking at, once again, like Amendment number 1, trying to limit the amount of money local government has. You should pay attention to those and vote the way you think the state ought to grow. Local government is extremely tough times, as you know. And hopefully, if the real estate market starts to come back, people have a better sense of security, public confidence will start to go up. I think you'll start to see some spending again. The unemployment rates, for whatever reason, dropped in the last week. So that means more people are getting jobs, and that means more spendable income. Health insurance is an item that's a large ticket of our budget. That's one of the reasons why Michelle put together and staff put together this health fair. Our insurance rates keep on going up, 17 to 18% a year. I've been around here a while, and they've probably been lower, but I remember when they were $4,200 a year was what the county paid for my health insurance. Right now, it's a little over, close to $9,000 a year. So we have to try to take care of ourselves in a better way. So we use less prescription cards and try to get in better shape. Actually, last week, I went back and joined Weight Watchers, so let's see how this works. So if anybody wants to join me, Monday night. I'd like to thank everybody for all the hard work that you folks have done. It's tough, but I tell you, the county has an extremely bright future. You know Wiregrass, that area is booming. The shopping center that was supposed to be Cypress Creek on the other side of the interstate has had 3 or 4 meetings with me trying to get that project going again. As you may or may not know, they spent 4 or 5 years going through the Army Corps of Engineers Environmental Protection Agency over alleged damages that they did. Now the only thing they have left to protect is the indigo snake, and they're talking about building a huge outlet mall. And when we make our money on outlet malls, it's from sales tax. Sales tax brings a lot of revenue into the county. Commissioner Mallory always reminds me about 5 years ago, I was euphoric. I said, Pat, we got Wiregrass Mall, we got Cypress Creek Mall, we're just gonna suck millions of dollars out of Hillsborough County. Guess what happened? The economy went out, and we're the ones kind of at the bottom of the pole. But I'd like to thank you again very much. You know that a lot of employees who came to work with me 30 years ago are now retiring. We're going through a lot of organizational change. We are, not only are we trying, but we're hiring the best and the brightest to try to lead this organization for another 10 or 20 years. So bear with us. There's a lot of change. A lot of times we're not comfortable with change, but for a good, healthy organization, good, healthy employees, and a healthy community, it's necessary. Thank you very much for your cooperation.